Today, Steve and his nephew Ryan are gunning for goats in eastern Colorado.
No guides, no outfitters. You're watching In Pursuit of Legends. Programming brought to you by Huskama Optics. Nothing safe within 1,000 yards. Best of the West shooting systems. Long distance, precision, accuracy. Challenger Sports Bar. Legendary hunts call for epic celebration. 511 Tactical. Purpose-built gear for life's most demanding missions. Anti-Logix Outdoors. Protect your herd with the power of science. BioShield. Repel the bugs that bug you most with natural, DEET-free BioShield.
We have an exciting episode today. We're going to join Steve and his nephew Ryan in eastern Colorado on a rifle pronghorn hunt. We're going to see if they can't knock down a double.
Absolutely. It was a family affair. My nephew, my son, we had a buck tag and a doe tag. Hopefully we get a couple good goats on the ground. You're watching In Pursuit of Legends. Well, we're driving in here to get some antelope blinds put up. I got the kids with me today. Hi. We enjoy coming in here and doing this kind of stuff. I enjoy having the kids with me. It's fun, it's a learning experience. Of course, this dirt road getting in here is a little bit rough, but we're gonna get in here and get these blinds popped up, and everything should hopefully work out good and get some pictures of some pretty good antelope on our trail cam pictures, and hopefully we'll have an idea on what's running around, so stick with us. Well, we're out here looking at some goats. It's 2 days before the season, trying to get an idea on what we still have running around the property here. So as you can see, some pretty nice goats. Out here in Colorado, that's a shooter buck for sure. Very nice. Fantastic antelope.
Thanks for joining me on this week's Tactic for Success. Today I want to spend a little bit of time talking about a very important tactic that I have used numerous times, and honestly it has never failed me. And that is rifle hunting pronghorn, putting a big buck to bed the night before the season, and setting up on him long before the sun rises to kill him the very next day. You know, pronghorn like to make that big loop, and whether a buck has does or not, he's still going to make that loop every day checking that perimeter. You know, he's looking for other bucks, he's looking for anyone encroaching in on that perimeter or the ground that he's protecting. And he's looking for does. You know, if any other does come into that property, he's going to round them up and bring them right back in. Preferably, if you can get out there months before the season opens and find 2 or 3 big shooters, have a couple good backup plans. That's always a really, really good idea. But unfortunately, sometimes we don't have the time to be able to do that. If you don't, what you're gonna wanna do is get set up the day before the season opens, find a big shooter, find a goat that you're really wanting to take, and then just keep your distance, preferably using a spotting scope. But if you don't have a spotting scope available to you, try using really good binoculars. Don't move in too close. Don't educate that goat, don't educate that herd. Let them do what they naturally do. Let them make that loop. Where are they going to water? Where are they going to feed? Where is he going to bed down at the end of the night? And sure enough, that loop is the same loop that he's going to make time and time again. Every single day they're going to make that loop. I'm going to be real honest. Out here in eastern Colorado, where we do a majority of our pronghorn hunting, the Division of Wildlife gives out a lot of rifle tags, and it can be quite the rat race, and it can be very discouraging. But I'll tell you, if you go in there prepared, you go out there the day before the season, you find a big shooter, you find what that circle is that he likes to make, you stay with him till dark till you can't see him anymore, you show up the very next morning, an hour before the sun rises, set up 200 yards where you last seen that goat the night before, you're going to harvest a fantastic buck, and you're going to be well ahead of everybody else. Majority of hunters, they're not going to start hunting or even looking for goats until opening morning. And that gives you the edge, and that is exactly what you're going to need to be successful. So just remember, learn that loop. Where is he going? Where's he getting water? Even if you can't harvest him first thing in the morning, you're still going to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of everybody else. You're going to know where that goat is getting water, where does he like to feed at, where does he like to bed at in the middle of the day. Get in front of that loop, and you're going to knock down a fantastic goat. Thanks for watching this week's Tactic for Success.
From hunting and shooting sports to law enforcement and tactical applications, Husqvarna has you covered. These scopes are built to last and come with the best glass in the industry, offering you unparalleled low-light capabilities, all topped with a patented custom windage-enabled BDC turret. And now, after 2 years of field testing, Husqvarna is pleased to bring you the new HD binoculars. No matter your optical needs, the Husqvarna Advantage is crystal clear.
The last few years have been tough on our deer herds, but with Analogic Supplement 365, you can now protect your deer herd all year long. Optimizing the deer's immune system, maximizing genetics and antler growth. Protect your herd with the power of science.
Let's change that have to a want to. Let's stop settling for average and start demanding innovation. Tipton, innovative, versatile, done.
Crossbreed holsters. Whether you choose the Super Tuck Deluxe or the Mini Tuck, the comfort, quality, and reliability of a Crossbreed holster becomes a part of you. All Crossbreed holsters are handmade in the USA, have a lifetime warranty, and a try-it-free guarantee. Crossbreed holsters. Carry concealed. Carry comfortably. Carry the cross.
Well, a couple days before the season, we're out here doing a little bit of scouting, looking at some of the bucks we have out here on our property to hunt out here in Colorado. It's been a fantastic year so far for horn growth. Seen some really big bucks. They've been spread out a lot more than usual, not really in their big groups, but just absolutely a fantastic year for horn growth. Hopefully we'll be able to get a couple good ones on the ground. Nice little buck chasing a doe here. Just not quite what we're looking for. I think we're going to go ahead and pass on him. He's good. He's probably a 3-year-old, maybe a 4-year-old goat. Maybe get back after him here if we need to towards the end of the season. So stick around, we'll see what we can do. She just went up over the top of that next tree back there. Hopefully she'll be here in the morning, guys. Well, here we are. It's the night before the opening rifle season here in Colorado for antelope, and all summer long we've been watching some really good bucks. One in particular I've tried to keep tabs on, and fortunately he's on this piece of property that I have here, and hopefully we'll be able to bed him. Generally antelope don't move very much once they've bedded down for the night, so we're going to get him bedded. Hopefully he'll stay there, and we'll be able to get a crack at him in the morning because he's a really nice buck. So, you know, bring the kids out. It's enjoyable. We have fun doing this, especially the scouting kind of stuff. It's still relatively nice out. The sun's setting, and it's a beautiful night.
It's opening day here in Colorado. It's the rifle antelope season. Last night the kids and I came out with my nephew Ryan, and we bedded this big antelope that I'd been watching for several years. So we're gonna try to sneak up, see if he's in the same area. Generally they're within the same area once they bed, you know, at night, the night before. So we're hoping he's still there. We're gonna move up over this top and see if he's still in the general area, and hopefully we can put a move on him and get him down. So we'll see what happens. Stick around.
On this week's Behind the Badge, I want to spend a little bit of time talking about ways to prevent your home and your family to being victims of burglary. Unfortunately, it's far too often that we handle burglary calls here in the big city that I work in. They happen more often than we'd like to think. Fortunately, there are ways to protect your home. For one, a home security system is absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, they are not very cost effective and they can be quite pricey. There are, however, alternative ways to prevent your home from being a victim of burglary. For one, regardless of the time and if you're home or not, make sure that all windows and doors to the residence are always locked. Second, you can go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, and numerous other stores and purchase security placards or signs. Put the placards or signs on the front of the residence and the back of the residence. If you can afford to put up a security door at the front and the back of the door to prevent that entry into the residence, that's absolutely great as well. Another thing that we like to do is to put a vehicle in the driveway, not in the garage and not parked on the side of the street, but actually in the driveway. It gives that perception that somebody is always home. As far as lighting goes, whether it's day or night, I like to keep front porch lights always on, front and back porch lights. Keep a few lights on inside the residence and always keep lights on in the garage. Again, it builds that perception that somebody is always home. These ideas and these tactics will help deter criminals from looking at your house to burglarize. Thanks for watching.
In 2001, Best of the West began the legacy of long-range hunting. Since then, our craft has dramatically evolved, using the finest components available with state-of-the-art machining methods. The only way to reach the highest standard of quality is by doing it ourselves. Best of the West Shooting Systems.
Caldwell AR-15 Mag Charger. The new Caldwell AR-15 Mag Charger revolutionizes the way ammo is loaded into an AR-15 magazine. Load 30 rounds in under 10 seconds. Dump, click, pump. Spend more time shooting and less time reloading.
Husqvarna Optics is paramount in our success here at In Pursuit of Legends. If you aren't using guides and outfitters, you need an edge. Ours is Husqvarna Optics and their shooting aids, to include their binoculars, their tripods, their shooting sticks, and their wind meters. Long-range hunting is made exceptionally easy with their dial-up turrets, available in their Blue Diamond Series rifle scopes, available in a 3x12, 4x16, and 5x20. Dial and dead.
There you got him.
Nothing is safe within 1,000 yards. Change the way you hunt forever. Visit them at HusqvarnaOptics.com.
We're back to the same spot where we were last night when we bedded that big buck that I'd seen for several years. So hopefully he's still in the same general area. Hopefully we can get on him, because I sure would like to get him down. He's beautiful. I got a ton of history with him, so we'll see what happens. Stick around.
fantastic, 352 yards. He's down. That's the buck I've been after for 3 years, and finally I got him. That's fantastic. I'll tell you how far. 270. I'll tell you which one. They're gonna come over here. Front one. You see this? Okay, Ryan. She's 365. 365. Which one? Any of them. Except the little one. Don't shoot a little one. That
very last one?
very last one.
Ready?
Squeeze real slow.
Just hold it on her.
Yep. Good hit.
Wow, she has horns. Well, here she is. You know, I've been telling my Uncle Steve since I drew this doe tag that I wanted to get a doe with horns in. She has about 3-inch horns. It's pretty cool. And, you know, it couldn't have worked out any better. My Uncle Steve shot his buck this morning, and these does kind of just hung around, so we were able to get her, and couldn't be more pleased. And it's been a magnificent day and a magnificent hunt.
Well, that worked out fantastic. That was a buck that I've had a lot of history with. For the past 3 years, I've been trying to get on him, and unfortunately, I've had some close calls, but wasn't able to close the distance. And you know, I was able to get a rifle tag this year here in Colorado, and was able to sneak in and make a great shot on him. And just an absolute awesome animal. Definitely the biggest antelope I've ever harvested. You know, hey Ben, come in here. You know, we make all of our antelope hunts kind of a family hunt because they're relatively easy. There's not a lot of hard walking, and you're able to kind of sneak in and kind of show the kids how to do it. And it worked out great because I was able to bring Vinny along. I have my nephew Ryan behind the camera. Like I said, we got up early, didn't we, this morning? Yeah. And we were able to get down in the dark and move to where we last saw them last night, and got within about 400 yards of them. And they were about 100 yards from where they bedded last night. So like I say, they just don't move a lot at night, especially after they bed and it gets dark. So it worked out great for us. We were able to get a big buck on the ground, get the family with us, and let's go put our hands on him and see exactly how big he is. I mean, just got to thank God. Incredible hunt, incredible antelope, and doing it with you guys makes it even more special than ever. You know, hunting for us is all about making those special memories and spending time with family members. What's your favorite part of the hunt? Check us out on Facebook for a live chat after this week's episode. Programming brought to you by Husqvarna Optics. Nothing safe within 1,000 yards. Best of the West shooting systems. Long distance, precision, accuracy. Challenger Sports Bar. Legendary hunts call for epic celebration. Top brass. Powder, bullet, done. Can Cooker. Cater to your crowd. Mojo Motion Decoys. Join the revolution. Well, here he is, just a beautiful, magnificent antelope buck here in Colorado. You know, I've had so much history with this buck. I've watched him for over 4 years, tried to harvest him for over 3, was able to get a rifle antelope tag here in Colorado, was able to finally get it done, and it worked out great. It's gonna look beautiful on the wall. I had my son with me, my nephew Ryan behind the camera. Everything kind of came full circle, and we're able to close this chapter on this magnificent story and all the history we've had with this buck, and I can't be more pleased on how it worked out. You know, he was about 365 yards-ish before he stopped kind of moving. When we last ranged him, I was able to dial the Husqvarna up, put it on him, and go ahead and squeeze one off, and was able to put him on the ground. And it was just a relief to see him finally go down, because I knew that I finally closed that chapter on this buck that I've had so much history with. So he's gonna look fantastic on the wall. You know, for more information, you can contact us at inpursuitoflegends.com. And we'll continue to bring you some more exciting hunts.
What a fantastic hunt. They usually don't work out like that. You know, Steve knocks down close to a book buck, probably upper 70s goat.
Right.
The does haven't figured out what's happened yet. They're kind of lingering around. Steve hands over the rifle. Ryan hands over the camera. Great transition. Then he knocks down a horned doe. What a fantastic hunt.
It was a fantastic hunt. You know, I had so much history with that buck. I'd been wanting to harvest him for about 3 years. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get it done. Got the rifle in my hand, dialed him up at 356 yards, and was able to put him down. Them does hung around, handed the rifle off. Another great shot from Ryan, and it just turned out to be a fantastic hunt. We appreciate you guys being here on today's episode of In Pursuit of Legends. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. For more information, you can contact us at inpursuitoflegends.com. God bless.